So today's topic is chat with God. So word chat, what does it mean? Talk. Who knows it better? Men or women? Women know it better, right? Because they are famous for talking. They cannot keep quiet for a little time also. And there's so many, in scriptures also so many things are written that women talk and so many things happen. So this talking is a very, very important human urge. Right from the time we are born till the person who dies, they want to talk. As soon as the baby comes out of mother's womb, he starts crying. He wants to convey some message, but in his own way. And throughout the life, we are expressing so many things, and person while dying also, he has so many things to tell. So many times. So this urge of talk, and it cannot be stopped. Like even the person is born dumb, still there are so many ways that they can express what they want to say. So just 2 months back I was returning from Guru Vayur, and airport we were waiting in launch, and on television news was going on, and that time was heavy campaign of Narendra Modi was going on. So there was a dumb person's interview was going on. So it was very amazing. I saw that dumb person. They also want to express that how they want the government, good governance. So this talking, an unstoppable urge of a human being. And it is not only limited to human being, actually. No living entity is exempt from it, whether it is bird or whether it is animal. Human beings also we are talking, but this species also, they also express, they also want to talk. Anybody has faced a barking dog? What they want to say? They want to say so many things. So animals also talk. So basically, what is the difference? Human beings is little more advanced than animals and little more developed. We have got little more intelligence than them, and we have this got facility to verbally express whatever we want to say. And it's just not talking that it is way of expression. There's various ways of communication. In olden days there were books. People want to say something, they would write down the books. And that would go on. Then the magazines came. Can you tell me how many languages in all over the world magazines must be getting printed? We don't know. Even in India, we just count, there are 29 states with all union territories. And even if we just count one language per state, it is 29 languages in India itself. So imagine, and whichever state you go, you see some magazine in that language, isn't it? And wherever we go, magazines, they cover so many subject matters. For news, there is separate magazine, there is analytical magazine, there is social magazine, crime magazine, Hollywood, Bollywood, fashion, cooking, health, fitness, medical, science, research, so on and on and on. We can go on so many subject matters. Magazines get printed. Because people want to read, and those who are writing, they want to express their thoughts. And they want to convey to the general mass. So, but apart from that, not the last but least is also spiritual magazines, isn't it? There are spiritual magazines also. People want to increase their knowledge. Srila Prabhupada, in 1944, he started this magazine called Back to Godhead, BTG magazine. His aim of starting this magazine was that there will be such spiritual matter printed in this magazine, and people should read it so that it guides them to on their paths to back to Godhead. So it is almost 60 years now. This magazine is still getting printed and getting distributed all over the world. And his Guru Maharaj, he was also very much into printing, and he would say that I want to start a newspaper. We have so many newspapers. So many Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, in Bombay we see. Sakal, Sandhyakal, Madhyahan, everything. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would say that I want to start a spiritual newspaper. So disciples said that, okay fine, but what are you going to print so much? what matter we'll have? We will have so much matter to print, like thrice a day, newspaper, every day we should have something. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, so this universe is having two sections. There is a material world and there is a spiritual world. Material world comprises only 1/4 section of this universe. And the spiritual world comprises 3/4 section of the whole universe. And in the material universe, there are innumerable planets, and it is described they are like a bag of mustard seeds. Have you seen mustard seed? Can you count if there is a bag and there you want to count mustard seed, how many hours it will take for you? Somebody gives you a bag. So, this universe, material universe is like that. So, it's a bag of mustard seeds and so many universes, galaxies and everything are there. And out of that, our own galaxy is there. Out of that, one Earth planet is there. And if we have studied science in our schools, then we know that Earth is not such a big planet actually. There is Jupiter and so many other bigger planets are there. So on this Earth planet only, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that you have so many things to print. Newspapers all over the world, still it doesn't get over. So he said, his argument was that in spiritual world is 3/4 of this universe, creation. So how many things must be going on there? Only thing is that somebody should be there for you to link, so that that person can give you the news. So when such pure devotees there, they have access to all the activities of the spiritual world. So this was his basic idea, and he was also very much, he told Srila Prabhupada to print books as much as possible and distribute in as many as languages as possible. And after that, Prabhupada translated so many books in English language, and then they have been being distributed all over the world since last 45 years in so many languages all over the world, basically. So after the books came, magazines came, telephone, way of communication. And it was very good, very, very helpful way of communication. Then came idiot box. It is called idiot box because it seems that a person who watches too much becomes an idiot. That means, direct meaning seems like that. But this television, when I was in school, to have one black and white television in the house is a big prestigious issue, And people would go from one building to another building to watch that Sunday movie on every Sunday, Doordarshan, and only one channel was there. One antenna and one channel. And people would go so many, that person's house will be full of people, and we would go. But now, as the technology is advanced, how many channels are there? We cannot count. And it has made people more confused what they want to watch. They are always shuffling the channels, pressing the buttons, and ultimately they don't know what actually they want to watch. They keep shuffling, and television is a good media to really give you help, but it is create a problem like addiction in younger group of people. In Americans, they are very fond of statistics, so they took out statistics that an average American watches television for 6 hours. For 6 hours they watch television, and this is a big problem in America. So after this television invention came invention of mobile phone. At that time we never thought that sitting at one place I can talk to somebody at some 50 kilometers away, The only landline telephone was there. So this mobile phone came. And after that, the thing came, that is internet. And it was a revolution in the world of communication. Internet created revolution. Means, in my childhood I remember that people used to have pen friends. They would write across the country, they would write letters of some students of some university, and they would make friendship by letters. They don't know who is, how that person looks, what is the nature of the person. But they would just exchange some letters and maybe some photographs and some information about each other. But now, through the emails and everything, communication has become so easy and so fast. And then, all these social networking sites came, Facebook and now WhatsApp. It is like WhatsApp is what is happening. We don't know what is happening actually. Huh? So even devotees sometimes get caught in this network. It is network, means it really catches you. It just that net works on you so much that you don't realize. Just I was coming for the lecture from station, and I saw one girl. She's sitting on two-wheeler. She's not holding anything, and she's holding a mobile phone, and she's whatever she's doing with her mobile phone, she's not bothered about anything. If the headphone is there, and she's doing all these things. So many times it is addicting you also. Even if I see some people, they keep doing this, the touch screen, they keep touching. Even if nothing is there, it becomes addiction, ultimately. And of course, so many benefits are there of the social networking sites also, but the disadvantages and harm also it has created. So many crimes happen through this social networking site. So basically, so fast communication, technology, scientists want to advance further and further and further and make it more and more fast, so that thinking that this will make people happy. But in the meanwhile, after all these things also, people's sorrowness, emptiness in the heart, hollowness in the heart, it is not gone. In fact, it has increased. Because I was just seeing one video clip somebody forwarded to me. In that person is saying that before this social networking sites came on mobile phone, people would sit with each other and talk. They would communicate with body, But now they are sitting with side by side, but they are communicating through mobile phone. So that eye contact is not there. The relationship have gone down so much, it has become so hollow. So actually it has not helped our relationships, and a human being cannot become happy unless they are happy in their relationships. So what is it that this emptiness and hollowness, unfortunately in our textbooks, this solution is not written. It teaches us everything about our education. Means you get a degree, you get a good job, earn a lot of money, have a good house, have a luxurious life. But about all this, our emotional questions, nobody is there to answer in universities. But answer is there, available where? In our Vedic scriptures. So similar thing happened to Vedavyas also. Srila Vedavyas, he wrote so many Vedas, he wrote so many Puranas, Upanishads, and after that also, he was not happy. He wrote so many spiritual knowledge and made books, and then he approached his gurus, his spiritual master Narad Muni, that why is this happening? I am writing such spiritual matter and writing down for further generations for them to know all these things, but somehow I am not feeling happy and satisfied. So what was Narad Muni's answer? He said that all this you have done is very fantastic job you have done. But one thing you have not done is that you have not described the pastimes and activities of Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Krishna. If you do that, then your heart will get ultimate satisfaction. And then Vedavyas Muni, he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. 18 cantos he wrote, and in those cantos he described so many incarnations of Lord and all the activities of all these incarnations and glorification of his devotees, and then his heart felt complete satisfaction. So how these things apply to us? That means that unless you connect to God, that inner fulfillment, that your emptiness of the heart, hollowness of the heart, you cannot overcome unless we connect with the God. So if there is a bird, many people's houses, they have a bird in a cage, right? And suppose I have a bird in a cage, and I really take fantastic care of this cage. I get a designer cage for the bird, get it nicely painted, keep it spick and span. But will that help the bird? If I don't do anything for the bird needs its own nourishment. It has to be kept you have to keep feeding it on regular basis. You have to take care of it. If they fall sick, you have to take care of it. So just taking care of the cage is not enough. So suppose they had introduced me as Kalindi Mataji. So I'm a doctor, and I have a family, I have friends, I have so many duties to perform, so many responsibilities. So all this is compared to a cage, the outer covering. If it is my duty to be a good human being, to be a good doctor, to responsibly perform all my duties. But just doing that is not enough. Just like taking care of cage is not enough. So what is that bird? What is that important element in me? That is my soul. My soul is that important element within me, which is a living force. Like without bird, cage will not have any meaning. However good the cage is there, if bird is dead, bird is not there, cage doesn't have any meaning. Similarly, if there is no soul in the body, that body no more remains important. Whether it may be the superstar, or maybe some prime minister, or maybe some president of United States, whoever's body, but once soul leaves, that body has no meaning. Then all the designations that I'm a doctor, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a friend, all designations don't work once the soul leaves the body. So this knowledge of soul is very, very important for us to know. And the knowledge of the soul is given in Bhagavad Gita. What is this knowledge? Basic knowledge it is. As soon as Krishna started speaking Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, first chapter of the Gita, it describes all the verbal communications between Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay that just tell me what is happening. Now Dhritarashtra is blind, he is sitting somewhere. But Sanjay had a divine vision, just like as if he is watching television, live telecast. He could tell him whatever is happening at that time live, at that moment, he could tell him whatever is happening. So the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is comprising all these dialogues, that who is doing what. Sanjay is telling him now, Kauravas have assembled, Pandavas is assembled, this one is blowing his conch, that one is blowing his conch, and how all the soldiers have arranged in a particular fashion for the war. And second chapter, then Krishna started speaking to Arjun. Then Arjuna inquired that my condition is so bad now. I am not able to, I have totally lost control over myself. And whatever abilities and qualities and or whatever skills I had, like he was supposed to be the best archer of the world. But that time he was feeling so weak on mental level that he could not hold his bow. The best archer of the, it's like today now, football championship going on, and Messi is telling that I can't touch football. It is like that, So Arjuna, best archer, and he is telling that I can't even hold the bow. And then how Krishna started speaking? He started speaking from the science of the soul. So one of the first verses were that Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti Dhiras tatyana muyate. Krishna told, translation of this verse is that this conditioned soul passes from childhood to youth to old age. And at the time of death, the soul passes from one body to another. And one person who is a sober knows about it and he doesn't get bewildered by it. And after that was Krishna spoke the quality of the soul. What is soul exactly? So he said, Najayate, namriyate, vakajatin, nayam bhutva, bhavitana bhuya, ajo nityo, shashvato puranam, na hanyate, hanyamane sharire. Najayate, namriyate. Means, Soul is a thing which never dies or never born. And it has never come into being, it will never come into being. And soul is unborn, it is eternal, it is ever existing, it is primeval, and it is not slain when the body is slain. Now this is little bit more philosophical, very difficult to understand unless we have commentary of acharyas. But in short, the simple meaning of this is that it is a soul which never changes. It always remains. Just like today my name is so and so. Before, so many girls, they get married and their names change, right? But does that girl change? No. Her name is changed. Means she is not that name. So many times people come across accidents and their face changes, their appearance changes. But does that person change? No. That means that person is not that appearance. So many times people become blind and they can't do anything. Does that mean that person no more exists? No, person is same. And sometimes we say we are Indian. I am a hardcore Indian, like Narendra Modi follower, I'm a hardcore Indian nationalist. But suppose I have to go and stay in some other country. Does it mean that I have changed? No, I am the same person who was living in India. So who is that person? Who is that thing which has not changed? It is a soul within me that has not changed. So in US, there is one doctor. I was seeing one documentary. So these doctors, so much, sometimes we girls, women feel so much frustrated and they feel, I wish I was a man, When some people go further step and they change the sex, their sex. So this doctor is a doctor. First he got his own sex changed from male to female, and now he helps, so-called he helps others to change their sex. So he changed his sex, but did he change? No. He is the same person within. So that same person within is a soul. So it is a soul that we have to take care of it also along with our body. And this soul is Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, in the next chapter, Krishna is telling that this soul is part and parcel of me, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I am the father, seed-giving father of all the living entities. And when the child will get complete peace and satisfaction, only when if the crying child is there, you give him all kinds of toys, all kinds of sweets, Cadbury's, chocolates, will that crying child will get, you can't make him quiet, right? He's crying. But as soon as you take him to the parents, he's completely peaceful, satisfied, because he knows this person loves me and he'll protect me. Similarly, when soul is connected to God, Supreme Personality of Godhead, then it attains the ultimate peace, ultimate pleasure, ultimate satisfaction of the heart. But how to connect? Now for me and you, people like me and it is very difficult. And it is not so easy to see God. Unless we see somebody, how can we connect? So I cannot see God around. So, God takes different forms. And just like in this temple, we have come and we take darshan. And he is in form of a deity. So what is purpose of deity? Said that there are 5 forms in which deities can be accepted. Either it is metal, or it's a wood, or it is earth, or it's a stone, or it's a just picture. If other things are not available, just picture of Lord is also can be accepted as a deity. We see so many types of deities. Some deities are made of metal, some deities are made of earth, then some deities are made of stone, wood, and then none of these is there, then picture of Lord, That is all, that also can be considered deity. So the form of deity, ultimately it's a earthly element, but Lord enters into that deity. He manifests his energy in that deity on the request of his pure devotee. A devotee invites the Lord. And when that deity gets presence of the Lord, then we can serve the deity. We can, and then we can do so many things for the deity. Just like we have Radha Gopinath, we have Gaunithai, we have Gopalji deity. So we can, devotees do so many service. They cook for them, they dress them, they bathe them, they make nice jewelry for them, make nice dresses for them. So this way you build relationship, isn't it? So there are many examples in past also, and they are true stories. They are not some mythological stories. So today is Guru Purnima, if everybody is aware. So on this day of Guru Purnima in Vrindavan there is a very big festival, and the most biggest festival in Vrindavan and Govardhan is they celebrate disappearance of Sanatana Goswami. He's a very saintly devotee, pure devotee, who was there in Lord Chetana's time 500 years ago. So that time, before Lord Chaitanya's appearance, Advaita Acharya was staying in Vrindavan. And there, in his dream, this deity appeared. That he said that I am hiding in this tree. The tree had a big cave sort of things. And then I am hiding inside. It was covered in front with grass. So next day, Advaita Acharya got up and he looked inside the tree and he could find the deities and he named this deity as Madan Gopal deity. And then he started serving him. For a few years he was serving. Then Advaita Acharya, he shifted to Navadvip. Shifted to some other area of India. And that time he passed down this deity to one devotee in Mathura called Purushottam Chobe. And this Purushottam Chobe also would take care of this deity just like his son, He used to make nice prasad, they give him nice bath, make nice dresses for him. And one day this Madan Gopal again, he came in dream of Purushottam Chobe. That now I want to get served by my very pure devotees, that is Sanatana Goswami. He is a saint and he will come to you and please give me to him to take care of. And it's at the same time, Madan Gopal, he came in dream of Sanatana Goswami. That please go to this house where I am residing and I want to be served by you. Now who is Sanatana Goswami? He was actually a prime minister in kingdom of Nawab Hussain. That time West Bengal, now it is West Bengal, but that time Bengal was the whole country, East plus West Bengal both. And it was under rulership of King Nawab Hussain Sen, a Muslim ruler. And Muslim rulers were very smart. They would appoint Hindu ministers, who will be very loyal, who will be very honest and very intelligent. So Sanatana Goswami was appointed by this King Nawab Hussain Shah as his prime minister. But Sanatana Goswami, at certain time in his life, he felt that I want to renounce everything and just engage in devotional service of the Lord. So he left this kingdom and he came to Vrindavan. And now he was just, even though he was living in such luxury palaces, so many servants around, but now he did not even have a house in Vrindavan. And that time Vrindavan was not what we see today. It was just trees and bushes and forest. And he would every day, not even a fixed tree he had to sleep. Every day he would sleep under different trees. So now he got this dream and he went to Purushottam Chobe's house. And Purushottam Chobe, he handed over deity of Madan Gopal. And Sanatana Goswami was a mendicant. Every day he would go and do Madhukari. And he would beg at people's house. And that time sannyasi saints were very genuine and people would give them some donation, and not money. They would give him some grains or food, some atta, something like that. So Sanatana Goswami, whole day he would be writing scriptures and worshipping Lord. And sometime he would go and do Madhukari and he would get some atta. He will mix it Yamuna water and put in fire, so it will become something like bati, and he will just have that. And before eating, he would offer that to Madan Gopal. So now once Madan Gopal started speaking to him, that you are just feeding me this, it is so bland, at least put some salt in it, this bati. So Sanatana Goswami told him that, now you are asking me today salt, I am a mendicant, tomorrow you ask me sweet meats, from where I will get? if you want to be with me, you have to just eat this only. So this was his loving reciprocation between Madan. And then Sanatana Goswami renamed this deity as Madan Mohanji. And today also this same deity is there in Karoli in Rajasthan. And later on, when Sanatana Goswami, some very wealthy person donated lot of Lakshmi to Sanatana Goswami, and he made very, very grand temple for Madan Mohanji. And he arranged nice worship for Madan Mohanji. And similar other story is story of Madhvendra Puri. Madhvendra Puri also, again, he was a mendicant saint. He was just living here, there. And once he was sleeping in Govardhan area. And he got this, one small child came and gave him milk. Okay, Baba, Baba, please take this milk. So he said, how come you came to know that I am hungry? I have not eaten or drunk anything since so many days. So in my village, nobody goes hungry. So you please drink this milk. I am a cowherd boy here. And this is milk from my cow. And when he drank this milk, he felt it's a nectar, It's just such fulfillment in the heart. And then he went to sleep. And in his sleep, Gopalji appeared in his form. He's saying, this form of deity is hiding in these bushes. Please take me out, and I want it to get worshipped. So he again got up in the night, and with the help of all the villagers, they removed all the bushes, and there was the deity of Gopalji. Then Madhvendra Puri installed the deity of Gopalji in Govardhan, and they arranged the festival of Annakuta for Govardhan, for Gopalji in Govardhan. And this deity worship was going on for some time. Then Gopalji came in Madhvendra Puri's dream that it is summer now, it is so hot. I need some coolness. It is too hot. I cannot tolerate. So please get me some sandalwood pulp. Now that time it was not that you just order and you get a courier. It was not like that. Neither there was any train or bus to go. And that time sandalwood was available only in southern parts of the India. And then that person who were wanting to have, they had to travel all the way south. So from Vrindavan, Govardhan, he started walking. And on the way, he came across in Orissa, he came to one temple, Remuna. In Remuna, this deity of Gopinath was there. So for this Gopinath, there is a very special kheer they would offer every day. So this kheer was very famous. The kheer prasad of Gopinath was very famous in Remuna. And then since he was a traveler there, somebody gave him Mahaprasad, Madhvendra Puri. That please take this Mahaprasad of Gopinath. And then Madhvendra Puri ate it, and then it was such nectar,